This story begins with a secret that can change a person's whole way of thinking. A young boy also had very big dreams, but people's words almost broke his belief. Then one day, an old man told him a story that was not just a story. It was a mirror that showed him who he really was and how high he could fly. Maybe this story will show you the eagle hidden inside you too. So come, let's listen to the story. There was a small village where a boy named Jackson lived. Jackson had very big dreams. He wanted to do something that would surprise everyone. But at school, some children always told him, "Your dreams are too big. You can't do anything. Don't dream so big." At first, Jackson became a little sad. He thought, maybe they are right. Maybe I can't do anything. But one day, Jackson took his sadness and worries to his grandfather. He told his grandfather everything: the weight of his dreams, people's hurtful words, and his own confusion. Grandfather looked at him with love and said, "My son, let me tell you a story. Maybe it will help you." Grandfather began. Once upon a time, it was early morning. Sunshine was slowly touching the earth. Light fog covered the fields, and birds were filling the air with their sweet sounds. At that time, a farmer was turning the soil in his field when his shovel hit something hard. He bent down, picked it up, and was surprised. It was a big and beautiful eagle's egg. The farmer thought, "If I leave it here, it will be wasted." He lovingly picked up the egg and placed it with the eggs of his hen. Days passed, and then the moment came when all the eggs cracked. With the chirping of chicks, a new life began. The baby eagle came into the world. That little eagle grew up in the hen's nest with small chicks around him. He never saw his true flying power because his world was only the world of chickens. The chicken said, "Don't go too high, we chickens don't fly much." And he agreed. Because he believed, "I am a chicken too, I can never fly high." But one day, when he looked at the sky and saw a huge eagle flying with great power, his heart shook. The little eagle said, "Who is that? How is he flying so high? Can I also fly?" A chicken sadly said, "That is an eagle, the king of birds. You can never be like him. You are a chicken, just a chicken." And from that day, the eagle kept that thought in his heart, and he never discovered his true power. Days and years passed, and that strong eagle never saw his real flight. He only walked on the ground with the chickens, and he never felt his true power. Grandfather finished the story and said to Jackson, "My son, this story is not just about an eagle. It is also a picture of human life. If from childhood people tell you that you are weak or you cannot do anything, then you stop believing in yourself. But remember, there is an eagle inside you too. If an eagle can forget his power growing with chickens, then a human can also forget his abilities while living among the wrong people." Then grandfather smiled and said to Jackson, "My son, the day you stop believing people's negative words, that day your real flight begins. How much power is inside you? How high the sky of your dreams is, you must know it yourself. You are not a chicken. You were born to fly. Remember, only your own thinking can limit you." This story teaches us that if you believe the wrong people, you lose your real power,
your real identity, and your real flight.
and if you believe in yourself, no voice in the world can stop you. This story explains that the world can limit you, but your belief can set you free. The eagle had strength, he had flight, he had God-given ability, but he could not fly only because he believed the words of chickens. In a human's life, the biggest defeat does not come from outside. It comes from inside when he starts thinking he is less. And the biggest success also does not come from outside, it comes from inside when he recognizes his own power. That was today's story. Now tell me, what did you learn from this story? Write your answer in the comments. I'll be waiting to read your thoughts. And yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Tales by Manis. Thank you for being a part of this journey.